What's up, collective? Welcome back to the channel. Let's get into another reading. Hope you're having a good afternoon. Let's get into this reading. This is a general reading for every sign. All signs are going to come out during this reading. All different types of messages are going to come out during this reading in the beginning, middle, or end of this message for you. Okay. Please only take what resonates and what's confirmation as something for you. Please don't take anything personal on this channel. It's not a personal reading. Looks like this is like my devil card for this deck. Looks like someone who was having some obsessions and toxic attachments, addictions is distant, moving away from you. You have Virgo, Scorpio could be significant, 38, 36, 63, 83, 73. Libra, Capricorn could be significant, 37, 73. Could be significant. This person is moving into poverty, it looks like. Okay, and despair. A lot of karmic energy today. The collective is happy. Okay, when this energy moves where they have to go, where they gotta go. Aries, Taurus, Scorpio could be significant. Gemini could be significant. Anybody could be these signs. Okay, something is not over between this couple. They're not stealing. They're not stealing anything. So they're not gonna have an ending. Give me more on this. Okay. This couple is not thinking about someone. Cancer, Gemini could be significant. Anybody could be these signs. Okay, and someone is concerned that they're not thinking about someone. And the collective might have had to gotten in reverse. Might have gotten okay. The collective may have gotten in reverse with this energy. Okay, maybe a couple or somebody in poverty or despair. You might have lost your cool with this group, and they're concerned. You're not thinking about them. You're thinking about your love. You're thinking about being alive. Something is not over. Okay, you have a main female here that's walking into their main maybe a main role in their life or some great fortune. We have Leo, Aquarius could be significant. Gemini or Taurus could be significant. Okay, but there's no message about something. Maybe there's no communication about this this great fortune, and that's concerning. Maybe somebody is communicating that I don't have any notice about something. I need notice about something, and they're communicating that I don't have notice about something. Cancer or Taurus could be significant. Okay, there's a main male in reverse. Maybe from bad health and the loss of a job. Capricorn, Aries. Cancer could be significant. All right, this person could be facing some time with the imprisonment card. Okay, Scorpio or Cancer could be significant. Somebody could have these placements, or Aries, Scorpio, Aries. This is Tower energy. Something might happen suddenly. This person might suddenly get sick or suddenly end up in the prison suddenly, maybe. Okay, and some sort of union is going to come together. We have Pisces, Capricorn, Cancer could be significant. What happened to this main male in reverse? They could have done something to this high honor person, okay, in your life. That maybe somebody in the military or somebody of just high honor and authority. Yeah, they sacrificed this person. Okay, and they had expectations, but the only thing they can expect is going to jail or getting sick. That's their karma for what they did to somebody. October could be Libra or Capricorn could be significant, or Leo. Okay, somebody was a wealthy man. Somebody was doing well. I feel like this is this person. If it's not, it could be this person back here, but someone is doing well. And wealth could mean different things. It doesn't have to mean financially rich. They're just a wealthy person overall. This is King of Pentacles energy. Leo, Virgo could be significant, or Aries. Somebody's expecting this male. Maybe they're going to get married, or there could just be a male or female expecting something because of this sacrifice that was made. Maybe a new home, or a new family, or a family blending. You have Aquarius, Pisces could be significant. Okay, someone is an official person, but there's this false person that could be blocking some kind of opportunity for a shelter or a home. Why is this false person here? They're not getting any money, okay, from some sort of back business they did here. All right. This mature woman could be in reverse, or just, there could be a woman that's not mature, or something happened to this woman and they didn't get any money from it. This could be your relative or theirs. They have to go to court for something, and it's going to be a journey. But this community is going to be happy once this is over with. A child could be in reverse as well, and it's leading into court. It's pathwaying into court. Whatever happens to this child, Leo, Taurus, Libra, Capricorn, Virgo, Pisces could be significant. So someone lost their privilege, or is going to lose their privilege on this journey. Okay, maybe in court, this judge looks upset. This judge looks pissed off, like, what are you doing here, you know? It's just something that someone did, maybe Sag or Pisces, they did something disappointing, they're going to lose their privilege. Okay, that's what I see here. You might have to get in reverse. You might I have so many problems saying that. You could have had to you might have gotten in reverse with this wealthy man and this couple, or you could be defending this person, this wealthy man, or you could have gotten in reverse with this man. Aries, Taurus could be significant. Anybody can have these placements. Okay. Did the collective get in reverse with this man? What happened? Give us something about a loss, a death of someone could be significant. Okay, why is the collective upset with this person? The collective just doesn't look happy. It's some kind of breakup or something. Something happened on public transportation. This could be somebody you care about. If you're not upset with this person, this could be somebody who you're upset with over this person. Something could have happened on public transportation. Something could have happened with their shampoo. This wealthy man could be any age. I'm picking up this person could be any age. Lafayette could be significant. Okay, somebody didn't get paid for something. Somebody didn't get paid to do something. Okay. So what I see here is that this wealthy man could be paying someone wealthy man, okay? It could be paying someone to do something here, like when you travel on the public transportation, or when you wash your hair, or when you do FaceTime with someone, they could be looking through your phone, and or they could be sitting in that other person and doing something to your face with witchcraft. They could be paying someone to do this, or even you don't even have to be on the phone with someone. I don't know if you remember, like a long time ago, I was telling people, you know, the phone is like a mirror. So when you look in the phone, these things could bind themselves to your devices and look at you, okay? And send, it's like a mirror, like sending curses in your way. Okay, so I use mat covers. You don't have to use a mat cover, you can, but it's something that I find is helpful, okay? Somebody passed away from something like this. And that's why the collective is upset, okay? There's some clarity. Okay, something could have been in your shampoo, or some kind of reflective magic was going on, or garbage. I don't even call it magic, just trash, witchcraft, really mean, harsh rituals, okay? Or on a public transportation, a bus or train, maybe maybe an influencer did this. They're in the upright, so maybe they did this, or they did this to another influencer. Something was going on when this person was looking at their phone. Something was happening. What was happening? This is somebody you didn't communicate with spiritually. You're not spiritually communicating with this person. That's why courtship is in reverse. What happened to this person on the phone? What were they doing? Somebody didn't get paid for these acts, though. This wealthy man did not pay them. Okay, and elder is in reverse. Okay, so there's more people in reverse here. They could have done this to make somebody come back to them, to win somebody back, some sort of sacrifice. Okay, somebody could have had to lose their limb here. Okay. They could be focusing on a young child that reads a lot when they're in the car. Okay, they can't make some kind of impact happen. So they could be going to wombs. Okay, you've seen this before. Covering up something that happened. Why aren't they paying this person? I mean, these people. I mean, not like I think they should be doing this, but I just want to know, why aren't they getting paid? Someone could be losing their home. Okay, and they have other priorities. That's why they can't pay them. Someone is tired of something. They don't want to go to jail, but if they did something wrong, they need to. They can't do something in someone's bathroom. This is where the main activity takes place. The toilet, the back of the toilet, the tank, the tub, the sink, the drains, the mirrors. Inside the medicine cabinet is where these creatures fester with their spirits and attack the collective spiritually. Light bulbs as well, light sockets, electrical sockets, the floors. So they could be trying sleep spells on the collective here to make them tired because they can't do something in the bathroom. This is all, in my opinion, illegal. Okay, forcing somebody to fall asleep is illegal. What's in front of here? This person could have lost their limb like that. Somebody could have made them fall asleep and nod off. Nod off keeps coming out in the letters, and they could have something could have happened to them. Okay, they want a couple here. This boy, maybe somebody that rides their skateboard. Okay, they want to reverse this couple, break it up or something, but somebody's busting them up. Like, it's not happening. Okay, we're going to fight back here. This is the collective fighting back. Like, no, it's not happening. You're not doing that. Okay, so this person losing their house, straight up. They're losing their home because the collective is not here for it. You're not going to stalk me in my bathroom. Okay, you're not reversing my relationship. You're not harming my young person in my life, if it's a child or a niece or whatever, nephew. So this is basically backfiring on this. That's why they can't pay this group. Okay, someone's going to be together because the collective is fighting for their destiny. Okay, but they need some sort of investigation to happen on this sleeping thing, and this person losing their limb, or or something going on in the phone when they're looking in the phone. Some kind of reflection garbage is going on. Someone is not questioning their person anymore. What they try to do is make you question somebody you were with. They try to make you, okay, but somebody won't take the juice. They won't take this, whatever this is to you, this injection, they won't take it. It's like they want to, I feel like this is mental. Like in this case, this is like a mental injection. They're trying to inject you with something mentally to make you believe it's something it's not. Like they want you to believe it's your family doing this to you when it's some damn coven. Okay, somebody watching you in their car. Okay, when you're driving around. Okay, somebody maybe isn't delivering something anymore. They're thinking about their person, or there's something happening with a couple. They're going somewhere. Okay. There's an artist in reverse. Something gonna happen to this artist. Maybe something to do with some sort of injection or something like this, physical or mental. And maybe a swimmer is significant. Something could have happened in the water to this artist when they were swimming, maybe. Somebody pays someone online to do this. Maybe they were watching them and they paid them online. Okay, we have a father and their daughter here. We have a graduate in the upright. Okay, somebody doesn't think someone is beautiful. Maybe this delivery person, they could be in reverse. Then we have someone not going to the hospital. So again, this is what they want for the collective. It's not happening. Yeah. So they try again. Maybe someone who takes cabs. Something happened in a cab or public transportation is in reverse and the person has to get some sort of injection. You know, I don't want to, I always have to phrase this carefully, but something could be going on with spirits in the liquid of something, and I'm going to leave it there. Somebody could be projecting spirits into the liquid of something, and I'm going to leave it like that. They do it with water. They do it to me. They do it probably to many people. It's backfiring on them, and maybe they're doing something with that. Maybe. What do I know? All right. Somebody broke up with this person, this wealthy man. I feel like this is a man that calls himself wealthy. He walks in these shoes, but there's something going on with him. All right. The collective is investigating this person. The collective says this person needs to be investigated. Somebody needs to look into them, please, and thank you. And somebody is really angry with this couple. Like this couple is annoying them. It could be not gonna, this could be spiritual warfare here going on. Spiritual warfare going on. Yeah. All right, let's see. Maybe something for this faulty man and this couple in reverse. They could have broken up with someone. Okay, emotions in reverse is back out again. So there could be somebody, or maybe a few people, or just people, groups, struggling with their emotions. They can't go within. They can't let go of something. They're holding on. Death in reverse, Scorpio, Aries, could be significant. Four of Pentacles, Capricorn could be significant. They just can't let go of something. They feel like somebody is their security, but they're not. They should not be holding on to this person. The collective is not attracted to whoever this is that they're investigating. They're not attracted to this person, and this person could be attracted to them. Okay, you could be receiving a phone call. You're receiving a phone call about a couple that did something to you. Maybe somebody hit someone or not, but your fate is being fulfilled. We're going to be able to go into something here. This person cannot bind to our fate and what we're about to receive. Okay? Something is happening in a moment. Something is happening very soon with your partner. And it's like maybe somebody left someone and they went to someone else and they're getting ready to be together. Okay, you don't feel guilty for not being attracted to this person. Like this person's gross, whatever it is. Okay, something is not deep right now, or you're not looking deep into your soul about something that you're receiving. You don't need to look deep into it. Maybe somebody's looking too deep into something that they're receiving and they don't need to. Something is right there. Okay, that could be possible as well. Something is right there on the surface. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Somebody might not be able to get bond. The collective is not guilty in this case. Somebody's, like I said with the mirror, I can't make it up. Okay, somebody's messing around here. It could be in any reflective item, a glass vase, anything like that. Water, a water bottle. When somebody's sleeping, they're doing something. They're guilty of doing something when they're being investigated about doing something when you're sleeping. Remember I said the sleep spells? Mm-hmm. Confirmation. Okay. Okay. Like if you lay down and suddenly you feel, or like what they try to do, I find, is when you're driving, they try to do this. They want to cause some sort of accident. Or when you lay down, you start to almost immediately feel they want to force you, tell you when it's your bedtime. These covens, because they have some kind of ulterior motive in your subconscious mind. They want to do something in your dreams, try to control you, chant your soul out your body, etc., etc. They're psychopaths. They could also be doing this when you're working, to try to interfere with your work skills and sacrifice that because they're sick. Some of these covens are getting absolutely nothing from the collective. They're struggling, they're poor, they're hungry. A lot of them. And they're still doing this. So something is motivating them. They don't want to be watched by the bees. They don't want to receive some kind of phone call or something. They don't want to get knocked out or something like this is going on. They have to keep reversing couples. They don't want to look deep into something, or they don't want somebody looking deep into them. They don't want somebody looking at them. Okay? Yeah. They don't want to get sacrificed. They don't have coverage for whatever they're doing in the sleep, the bed, the sleep spells. See the sleep spells? Okay? Maybe somebody's friend is in reverse because somebody was doing sleep spells on them in the mirror. Maybe the friend is in reverse now. Maybe the friend is in reverse. Absolutely repulsive. The letters F, U, N, L, B could be significant. First and our last name. Okay. This friend here, or the mirror stalker, okay. Something didn't happen suddenly. Scorpio, Aries could be significant. Whatever happened to this friend or another person involved here. Couple in reverse, maybe something happened to a couple. Okay, that was your friend. Okay, but it wasn't suddenly. Okay, so something was happening gradually over time. I'm picking up. Okay, it happened gradually. It wasn't like a shock. They didn't want it to look like a shock. World card and Wheel of Fortune. This is what somebody wants here. The World. They don't have protection. They want to finish something, complete something. Maybe do something. The original photo is that this person is topless. Okay, no clothes on here. Something's going on with that in the bed. Okay, in the dreams. And somebody wants to finish something off in their life. They want to finish something in their life. They want someone's good karma. This is the protection they want. So to avoid getting sacrificed in their group, they need this. They need the collective's good karma and good luck and self-control. A child could be in reverse with the sun card in reverse. Somebody did something impulsive. See, something didn't happen suddenly, but somebody was impulsive in this act. But it didn't happen suddenly. They were doing something impulsively and it looked natural, is what I'm picking up when this happened to this person. But it was still impulsiveness behind anger, okay? Hastiness behind the energy. Hiding. The sun card in reverse. Somebody's very depressed that someone is happy. That someone is having success and harmony and walking into their fate and destiny. Somebody's unhappy about that. And the child could be in reverse as well. It could be a child that's unhappy or an adult. Six of Pentacles, you have Taurus energy, Leo, air, fire, earth, Scorpio, Aries, and Cancer, Leo. That could be going through this. An Aquarius could be acting reckless. An Aquarius could have done something reckless here. Maybe to a child, or maybe they're depressed and hasty, and that caused them to do something to this energy. Somebody wants someone's Ace of Cups. We have King of Swords, Taurus, Gemini, and water. Okay, King of Swords is upright. Okay, they're not having any problems with being tempted to do the wrong thing. And someone is drinking their water happily. Maybe someone isn't. Maybe someone isn't. We have Sun in reverse twice, so we definitely have Leo in reverse energy. We have the Devil here. Okay. Someone released the Devil, which is why they're in their King of Swords and Ace of Cups. And this group back, or their Six of Pentacles, where they're feeling giving. Somebody back here won't do that. They won't release the Devil. They won't release these toxic spirits that are binded to them, that they've binded to them, or that other people have binded to them. Okay? Someone is holding on here. They're going to get somewhere in the world. They're going to get somewhere in the world. Get into the next portion of this reading. 28 or 82, 14 could be significant, 41 could be significant. All right, let's get into the next reading. Someone is baffled at something. Someone could have OCD. Okay. Dub could be significant. Glad. Clam. Clammy. Claude. Clot. Mr. Somebody. This is an R, even though it's kind of faded. Gab. Gabe. Something that sounds like that. Bug. Again, LaGuardia Airport or LGA is significant. Ugly is here. You can add the vowel. Most of the word is here. Something is dull. Somebody feels dull. Flute could be significant. But. Buttle, rebuttal. DOC is here. Mob is here. Ludlow could be a name, place. Comb, a comb could be significant. Tuttle, turtle, tuttle. Cog. Australia could be significant. Somebody is mad about something. Log, a log of something, a record could be significant. Cut. Somebody wants to cut someone's lock or their hair or something because they're sick. Georgia could be significant. Gorgeous. W or M could be hiding something first with our last name. In a car or about a car. A bag, Connecticut. Garbage. Gum. These are things that sick people look for to put on their altar or something, or to offer up in order to have some kind of attachment to you. Something is wrong with these people, these groups. Rag is here. Raggedy. Gut is here. Somebody could be having problems in their gut. A bar. Bar could be significant. OC could be significant. Bouts of gas or something else. Something's going on with the stomach area for somebody. Boa is here. Again, they're using the spirit. They're trying to invoke the spirit. Just rebuke it in the name of Jesus Christ. Return the sender. Okay, somebody could be trying to cause a blood clot because they're sick. ADT could be significant. Glutes could be significant. Glue. They could be gluing something. Torah. Tory. Grow. Bulbs. Bulb out. Yeah, so somebody's spying in people's homes. I take out my bulbs. You could take out your bulbs too. And somebody is they're communicating, okay, that somebody's bulbs are out. This could be anybody doing this. Follicle, hair follicle, or a different kind of follicle, bald. There's a bald head. They wear wigs. Somebody wear wigs. ACTs could be significant. Testing. Thumb is here. Bum is here. Cum bag. Go away is here. Walter. Lug. Could be lugging around something. Brad. Mech. Could be a name. Duo. A duo is doing this. 2 people. To go somewhere. Something is to go. Art. Bart. A cart. Gold. Bat. To-do list. Tobacco. Tacos. All right, let's come back to this. They could be trying to use light bulbs to perform witchcraft in the home. Okay, so that's why I don't use them. And somebody could be telling people that through the reading, okay? Illegally, you're not supposed to be knowing what people have in their homes. As a neighbor stalking people, this is not. I feel like that's what I'm picking up here. These things are sick and crazy, and they think that the collective is their sacrifice. That's what a lot of them are thinking. These groups are sick. They're secretly demented. Well, not really secretly, but it could be for some people. So I would just be aware of that. Not scared, but aware. UCLA could be significant, or another school could be here. A bomb could be significant. A bomb. A brow, something with somebody's eyebrow. A low brow. Somebody could be forcing your body to belch or pass gas. This is another crime against somebody's body. They need to stop doing this with witchcraft before they end up in jail. They are. I'm telling you, these people are going. They're overloaded. Okay, they need prayer and libation. They're trying to bribe people right now. They're at the state in their life where they're trying to bribe someone. Okay? Because they don't have any self-control. They're possessed. Why is this person overloaded? Their family's in reverse and nobody's collaborating with them. They can't reverse anybody else's family or trap them or cause some sort of accident. Cancer could be significant. Aries. Gemini, Cancer, Virgo. Libra, Capricorn, Sag, Pisces, Aquarius. Somebody has memories with someone and they want to live them. They want to live their life with this person. Okay, that's why the spells are backfiring, because someone is fighting they're fighting against these traps being set. Okay, somebody just wants to do this so they can indulge and be overindulgent here and friendly. All right, and we're reaching our goals. We have goals just to It might be more important than what this person wants here. And they're trying to sacrifice somebody's personal goals and expectations just so that they can drink and be friendly. They have no strategies. They can't relax. They need aid when they owe people. They owe someone and they want aid. They're in debt. Okay, there's evidence of what this person is doing to somebody's goals and things like that. Leo could be significant. Gemini, Aries could be significant. All right, they're bothering people in their imaginations and their thoughts. They're bothering their options, their dreams, their varieties, the choices they have. Some of these groups are trying to replace you. They're trying to take over your business or something you're creating. They're trying to. This is what their spirits are telling them. The spirits are telling them that they can have your life. They can take over what you're doing. They can replace you. This is what we're gonna do to the collective to get what they have, their future. We're gonna interfere with their relationship. We're gonna trick them. This is what they sit around and do. They sit around and plot. Okay. Air, earth, in reverse is doing something like this. They want you to compromise your life and make you choose, but we're not sorry for not doing that. Okay, they can't rob us. They can't scare us. Leo is significant. Gemini. Taurus. Right. Ancestor is destroying their relationship, it looks like. Okay. Anybody can be Taurus, Scorpio, but ancestors are getting in reverse and doing something to this couple that can be harming you. This is coming out again. Yeah, you're good. You're going to be good. You have your friends, your network. Okay, something is natural here. It's happening for real. And you love this person, whoever this is. Maybe you want to have a child with them, or just your friends. Again, Pisces, Virgo, significant Capricorn. Someone, you could work with this person with the profession card. You could work with them. You have a special talent or gift, and there's some kind of plan happening. You could be a manager. What is someone planning or managing? Colgate could be significant. Toothpaste. So what they're doing is communicating what they want to curse in somebody's home. These are items, the brow. These are things that it's like the spirit could be communicating with the coven what they want them to bind them to, or vice versa. And that's why they're exposed, because this is a stupid way to do something like that. What you're doing is exposing yourself. What they're doing. So they're already out there. Okay, they cannot sacrifice anyone because they don't have the intelligence or the common sense. And this is just something that you don't do. You're not supposed to do this. We don't have to do this. These groups are doing this because they want to. They're wicked. Virgo could be significant. Scorpio, Aries could be significant. Somebody's not upset because they can't indulge and have a new car. They're not upset. They're more excited to have justice from someone who keeps trying to sacrifice them. And a home with their person, or a life with their person, some sort of wealth and income coming up. Cancer could be significant. Someone is not stubborn about this relationship and they can't disturb it. Okay, no one's going to be homeless for them, and we're minding our business. We don't really care. Their fate is in reverse because they keep doing something. A dog could be significant. The dog's brow, or somebody's brow. Could have binded the spirit to do something like watch your life from your face. That's what they do. Okay, they want to see your marriage and everything. They want to see who you're praying to. These things they're possessed by monitoring spirits. They're possessed by familiar spirits. They're possessed by psychopaths that have passed away and never healed. So they carry on these characteristics, and they go throughout life, never leaving their home and just secluding and isolating and just sitting around and spying on people all day. That's what they're doing. That's why they have no new beginning and nothing is coming for them. Because if the collective is doing the right thing, they're going to serve justice. They could sit there and pick and prick with their pens and stalk and menace all they want. They're going to stop. It's going to stop. It's going to stop. Sag, Pisces could be significant. This person is just blinded. Okay, they can't see that they're not gaining and they can't see that they're sick. They just can't see it because whoever's controlling them is putting the wool over their eyes, and they don't see. They're going right into their ending, especially when they mess with the collective. Especially when they mess with the collective. Bug is here. Something is bugged. 46 or 64 could be significant. Something is bad here. October could be significant. A cot. Somebody could be in jail. I just saw the Eight of Swords card in October. This could be their sentencing. So somebody's dealing with the authorities. Cancer, Pisces, Leo, Virgo could be dealing with the authorities. Anybody could be the signs. There's some type of movement towards someone and they're trying to escape here. They're trying to walk away when the authorities are coming towards them, but it could be somebody here that's doing something secretly harmful to someone with authority and control and discipline. They could be doing something secretly very selfish and shallow to this energy. Somebody's trying to leave this behind, but you can't because they've done too much betrayal and trickery. Okay, you have the World card here. Someone is overcommitted. So this authority figure is going to have some sort of fulfillment. Okay, they could have to travel. They might have to travel to do this, or they maybe not far. An earth water sign could be significant. Drug of choice could be significant. Somebody's going to a party and maybe doing drugs, or they were, and something got reckless. This was a good party. It wasn't a party that was bad. It wasn't a party that was bad. It was a happy party, but somebody was doing something there for someone else. They could have been selling it or something like that. But it was a bad choice with the Fool card in reverse. So there's a overly emotional energy here. That's lacking long-term success. Someone could be a tyrant, a rebel, somebody out of control. These are just different energies that the authorities are seeking. They could be doing something at these gatherings with Leo, Virgo, Cancer energy. They're under judgment, this group. They need new ideas. They could be stealing ideas from people and very disappointed that it's not working. They're trying to hold up a tower here. They're collapsing. They're suffering with the tower in reverse. It doesn't mean a tower is not happening. It means that they're postponing this tower, which is more agonizing than just actually having it and moving on with your life. Virgo, Scorpio, Aries could be significant, or Gemini. Somebody's crying out for help. Okay, they have some secrets they want to tell, maybe to the authorities when they're doing something. When they're traveling or leaving home, and ancestors have to get in reverse with this group. Maybe you could be telling the authorities something that, or you should be, what these things are doing to you. They're plotting, yeah. And ancestors are getting them. When you leave home, when you move forward with something in your life, when you're, becoming independent somehow, they're stalking and they're trying to confuse the collective and be brutal. They're burdened, this ghost energy. Okay, a Queen of Pentacles is here. Earth Fire could be releasing the devil. Okay, they owe somebody money though, and they're trying to sacrifice that person that they owe money. Even though they release the devil, they don't want to pay this person back. Okay, they want to sacrifice them for their relationship, which is wrong. They're probably going to do some time, this person. Somebody thinks since they released the devil, they can just continue to do harm to people. Somebody has this perspective, which is incorrect. Something is about to occur. Clarify about to occur. 51 or 15 could be significant. 6 could be significant. What is about to occur? Somebody could be trying to cross some kind of event. Someone is unaware of something here. Taurus, Scorpio, Libra, and Cancer. Unaware of something that's about to occur. A Cancer, Gemini. A water sign in reverse. Under judgment for stalking and being bitter, cruel. Under judgment, Virgo, Libra, and fire. This group is about, something is about to occur for this group, some sort of judgment, okay, some sort of reckoning and interference that needs to happen in their life so they can have faith. This is supposed to help this person, whatever this reckoning is. This King of Wands here is trying to look upright, but they're a part of this group under judgment. They could be going to court, okay, and they don't want somebody to look at them sideways. But whatever they were doing was causing a lot of conflict, and there was no teamwork, there was no organization, so it's in reverse, and this person is not a leader. Okay, this Leo is giving up. A fire sign is giving up. They don't have any energy. They're bored. They're sick and possessed. Okay, again, there's some kind of collapse or suffering with the Tower in reverse that's happening to these things. The Robata, somebody wants some... Somebody keeps going back to these Robatas. They think that going back to the Robatas is... why does this person keep going back to the Robatas? Even though there's suffering and collapsing happening there. There's suffering and collapsing that's going to occur for this person, but they keep going back. They don't want to change. They don't want to go through some sort of transition personally. Why does this person keep going back to Robatas? A wart could be significant. They could be passing warts or clots to somebody. Okay, this person is a Knight of Pentacles. And they have a wish fulfillment and a wish come true, but they keep going back to these Robatas. Why do they keep doing that? Some sort of ending. These Robatas could have been trying to help this person cause some sort of ending for a Virgo, a water sign, or a Taurus, Aries. And they were burdened by this act. But it's like they were going back to these Robatas. These Robatas could have been bribing this person. Let's sacrifice this group together. But it would have ended in suffering and disaster. So with the Knight of Pentacles coming out, somebody made a good decision and turned their back to the Robata, but they might have done something with the Robata, but they got out in time. A water bottle could be significant. Somebody wants to do something to the water bottle. Again, they want to spiritually poison it. Okay, that's why they're losing their home for what they're doing to this group. Now they're crying out for help with all their secrets. Okay, and they're resentful. While the collective is healing and forgiving and moving on. They continue to betray and trick and act strategically with people who are just fearless and don't care about them. They're constantly trying to abandon something, and maybe they quit their job, or they're going to be forced to quit their job. They're resigning, they're lonely, and they're constantly doing something wrong, making evil decisions and getting backfire and panic and delays for doing it. They're confused, they keep stalking, and they need to leave people alone. Leave our dreams alone, leave our choices alone. Okay? The authorities are dealing with this energy. Okay? Somebody can't pay the authorities is what I see here as well. They can't power and dominate the authorities. They're in debt. Maybe that's what somebody was doing before. Something is raw, bologna, balo, ham, a family, Lucas. Lord is here. Mac is here. Lamb. Okay, we have somebody who's very blocked and dissatisfied. This water sign in reverse. Okay, you can't decide what to do. They're in some sort of avoidance stage in their life. Ola is here. Somebody saying hello. Somebody wants to be in the public eye, but it's like this person just won't stop avoiding things. Somebody wants to have success and have a new beginning with the Ten of Swords in reverse, but somebody won't stop avoiding something. Something is very difficult for this person to think of or talk about. They're restless about it and they're very stagnant, but they need to release fear, okay, so that they can get justice. Somebody is guilty, and if you're scared, you cannot get justice. Like, you can't. This person needs to serve punishment for what they did to this group, and so that this person can go forward and make plans. Okay, but there was some kind of loss and grief. Somebody went to God and regained their life, their love, and their wheel of fortune, and they plan on going towards that. And nobody's going to interfere with this. This is God ordained. Okay, these are the angels ordaining something that's destined for the collective. So nobody can interfere with that. These things are just hard-headed and don't get it. Someone's laughing at someone here. This could be significant. Total. Somebody's laughing at everything. Gold is here. Gold. Duggar. Somebody told something to someone here. Rabbit. Rabbit foot. Klutz. Arlo could be significant, an A name. And one more word. Broom or groom could be significant. Somebody is mad. That's your reading.